A Julio Foolio trial has started, and the 5 cockroaches who murdered Julio Foolio, they're cooked. Right, absolutely cooked. Now, 5 cockroaches has been accused of murdering Julio Foolio.
Woo!
However, only 1 cockroach is currently on trial, and that's the only female of the group.
Okay, so
now,
I'm thinking they all on trial. Do your homework on the Thornky, do your homework on the eyes, do your homework on the red, do your homework on the guava leaf. Oh, photo grade, this my shit right here. I really just been smoking these for real lately. And shit, well, not even these, just one. You just one big ass thing lasts me like a long time. I'll be rolling. I'm the fastest roller
ever. The reason why she's going at trial separately is because her defense is a little different than the others. Their defense is we ain't murder, right? These white folks is lying on us. The white man want to hold us. We ain't do it. I don't know what they talking about. Her defense though is, well, I was there when
that shit ain't gonna work. Tell you
happened, right? They definitely murdered Julio Foolio, but I didn't know what was going on. I was a bystander. Me and my boyfriend had a vacation booked. And he did a drill while we were on vacation. I don't know what took place. I don't know what happened.
What if it worked too?
Her name is Alicia Andrews. Now, Alicia Andrews was dating one of the other cockroaches.
Right.
Okay. Now, that other cockroach, he's a rapper. And he's really close with Young and Ace and them. But his role in this, he was not one of the shooters. No. Apparently, him and Alicia.
I think the Rico is cooking for Young and Ace and them. I'm just saying. I'm just making observations. I think the Rico is cooking for these niggas.
Is being accused of running surveillance for the shooters.
The diamonds.
They were the ones who went around looking for Julio Foolio. Once they found Julio Foolio, because Foolio was posting his location all night.
Right.
They got to the club that Julio Foolio was at, and they followed him all night.
Right.
And as they was following Foolio, they was communicating with the shooter, calling him. Now, when they were communicating, they was using Alicia Andrews' phone to call the killers and let them know, hey, Foolio here, Foolio there. Her boyfriend is the cockroach on the left named Isaiah Chance. Now, Isaiah Chance is a wannabe rapper, thirsty for some clout and fame.
That's all they wanted.
The other dudes, the shooters, because the shooters were Sean Gothright and then Davion and his brother, right? So they were the shooters.
2 brothers.
Now, they had personal beef with Julio Foolio, right? The brothers who killed Julio Foolio, they had personal beef, right? Julio Foolio was accused of going to their brother's grave and pissing on it. Julio Foolio, took their brother killer when he got out of jail. Bro, he took him all across the country, brought him to a no-jumper interview, gave him clout. So they got personal beef with Julio Foolio.
Man.
Sean Gothright and Isaiah Chance, for the most part, for lack of better words, they D-Rodders, all right?
Yeah.
They were D-Rodding the Zach, all right?
Yeah.
Trying to get in where they fit in. So they committed a body on someone they don't know. Had no beef with for the most part.
Just want to be street. Just want to be street. That's all.
Barely. Stop it.
That's all it is.
Get some help.
For whatever reason, I don't know.
Because they wanted to fit in. The prosecutors had so much evidence they wanted to introduce, so much overwhelming things they wanted to talk about, that the prosecutors' opening statements ended up being 2 hours long.
Damn.
2 hours long. Now, one of the things that surprised me during the opening statement, because a lot of us thought Julio Foolio got murdered because he dropped his location during his birthday. That's why he was killed. That day was in Jacksonville minding their business. They looked on social media. Julio Foolio was posting about his birthday. He dropped his location. They hopped in the car and drove to locate Julio Foolio.
3 hours.
Come to find out, that's not the case. That's not what happened. This was in action days before.
So how did they know then?
Charles
How did they know he
Jones.
was going to be in Tampa?
You've heard his name in the indictment. That's his face. Just a few seconds of the mountain of evidence that you will see in this case. What happened that night.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
The mountain is crazy.
Finish him.
The mountain of evidence, my guy. Not the hill, not the pool. The mountain. Do your homework on a mountain.
Evidence that will show you clearly that these co-conspirators hatched this murderous plot not minutes, not hours, but days before this.
That's crazy.
Formulating in their hearts and minds this agreed upon, collective, and confederated plan with one common agreed upon goal: death, violence, and murder. A conspiracy.
See how they do it in the courtroom? death, violence, and murder. You can hear the sound effects when it's like, damn, you going crazy right now.
Motivated and hatched days before, hundreds of miles away from Tampa.
That's crazy, bro.
A conspiracy that would span through those days and over 500 miles of travel.
I know that Julio Foolio posted a flyer letting people know he was going to be hosting a party in Tampa for his birthday weekend.
So he had been posted.
My best guess is they located or seen that flyer.
Yeah.
They knew he was going to be in Tampa. They
said,
went to Tampa, booked the Airbnb, and their plans was, hey, we're going to stalk him tonight. Right? We're going to try to locate him. We're going to watch his story, see where he's at, and try to coordinate this hit.
That's crazy.
That right there is what I believe took place.
Now,
Alicia
murder,
Andrews is saying, hey, listen.
That's a murder plot.
They planned it for days beforehand, but I had no idea about this plan. Right? Isaiah Chance is my boyfriend.
She might get off.
Now,
Maybe she might get off.
As far as I knew, we were booking an Airbnb to hang out for the weekend. I had no idea that when we're going to go hang out for the weekend or, go to this vacation, I had no idea that I was going to be a part of this murder plot. I had no idea that my boyfriend was stalking or surveilling Julio Foolio. I was just going along for the ride with him.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury.
I mean, it sounds like it could work, but I don't know what they got, though. So I'm really tell you, bro.
There was no evidence whatsoever that Alicia Jones killed, that Alicia Andrews
They got
killed
her, she
Charles
got on bond?
Jones. No evidence whatsoever that Alicia Andrews wanted Charles Jones dead.
That's true.
No evidence whatsoever that Alicia Andrews did anything to help that group of men kill Charles Jones.
That's true.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury,
Thinking
you're not
about
just
it, she might
here
get off of this shit.
to deliver a verdict. You are here to right a wrong.
I don't know if he's a public defender or a paid attorney. Now, he did bring the energy up. I'll give him that, right? Because the prosecutors were pretty, nonchalant, indifferent. He brought the energy up.
Yeah.
But I don't think I've seen anyone start off an opening statement sitting down, screaming at the court or at the jury without the mic near him. But that's how he chose to start it off.
Alicia Andrews was on a weekend trip with her boyfriend with only one agenda: to be with her boyfriend. 2, Alicia Andrews is not in a gang.
Throwing out some facts, I'm not gonna lie.
With the exception of her boyfriend.
Now, I'm not saying she did. Do I think she knew? Yes, I think she for sure. I for sure think she knew what they was doing, and I think she was just going along with it. You know what I'm saying? It's a very slight chance in my head that I feel like, her boyfriend just never was on no street, doing nothing illegal, no street shit at all. You know what I'm saying? Never seen your boyfriend with a gun. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. And then he end up going to do something like that. It's like, okay, 9 times out of 10, before anybody else know, your girlfriend gonna know what the fuck you doing in the street for. Because whenever your ass get in trouble, who you gonna call? Your girlfriend. Every single time, man, you gonna call your girl. Your girl is with you all the time. She with you when she around you when you're on the phone with your homeboy. She know who your homies is. She know where you hang out. She know she know you, folks. She know you, gang. So, do I think that she knew that they was going to do some shit like this? Yes. But is there evidence? I don't think so.
Alicia Andrews did not know any of those men in that group, and none of those men in that group knew Alicia Andrews. As a matter of fact, if there was some conspiracy, Alicia Andrews was not in the loop because she was not in the group.
And another reason I know she knew, because before they got caught, they caught her and her boyfriend in the same house, which means they were still together. I mean, and she knew what happened. Like, you know what I'm saying, though? So it's like.
4, Alicia Andrews is not a part of the drill rap culture. nor the drill rap scene. 5. Alicia Andrews did not have any physical evidence on any weapon displayed by the state. You would not find DNA, fingerprints, no physical evidence whatsoever linking Alicia Andrews to this case.
I'm always a big fan of the defense, which is, hey, bro, I'm guilty, but I ain't that guilty. I did it, but I ain't do it like that, bro. Like, y'all added extras on it. I'm a fan of those defenses, bro, right? Because usually I appreciate honesty in a lot of these things, all right? Like, for example, Nipsey Hussle's killer, he tried to do the exact same defense. He said, listen, I killed Nipsey Hussle. I did it. Y'all got me, all right? But I ain't do it how y'all say I did it, bro. Like, I ain't some type of super premature, like premeditated killer. Nah, bro, I went to talk to Nipsey Hussle. He called me a rat, and I committed a murder out of crime and passion. He tried to plead the crime and passion. He tried to get that. Because crime and passion.
He tried to, yeah. He about to say crime of passion or second degree, something. If you don't plan something, it just happened. It's a lot different of a sentence than if you plan to kill somebody, go kill somebody, get locked up for it, get caught, get convicted. You're not getting out of jail now. You know what I'm saying?
Passion is 15 years. And if you admit you committed a murder, but you did it because it was a crime of passion, because Nipsey Hussle called you something that antagonized you, and you are a street dude, so hence you're this Neanderthal who you think like a primate, and he called you this, so you just had to act like an animal. He tried it, it didn't work, because one of Nipsey Hussle's homie, they testify, Nipsey did not call him no snitch. They had a friendly conversation. He went and came back and killed Nipsey Hussle, so hence it's premeditated. It cannot be a crime of passion.
You ever had one of them days where everything seems to go wrong? I mean, you're just trying to grab a cup of coffee and BAM! You're tangled in a pile of boxes because the shelf is broken. And just like that, I realized sometimes accidents at work are more than just funny stories. They can actually change everything. Trying to handle a workplace injury on your own, it's like trying to fix the broken shelf yourself. More chaos, more headaches, and it's no guarantee that you'll get what you deserve. You got paperwork, insurance calls, and someone always telling you to wait. It's enough to make you wish you had a secret weapon. But here's the thing, there's a team of people that fights for people just like you. For over 35 years, Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm, has been winning cases when everybody else said it couldn't be done. In Florida, someone got $12 million after a work accident, even though the insurance was ready to offer just $350,000. In Pennsylvania, a worker was awarded $26 million, which was 40 times the initial offer. These are not just numbers. They're real victories for real people, all thanks to the team that fights hard for justice. More than 1,000 attorneys across all 50 states, like a legal squad ready to jump into action. Yeah. They've recovered over $25 billion for clients. And they have a long history of helping workers get what they're owed. Because when you're injured at work, you shouldn't have to go at it alone. You can just click the link below or the QR code that's on your screen. No endless waits or confusing forms. Just a quick way to start protecting your rights today. So if you had an accident on the job, do not risk doing it alone. You can check out Morgan & Morgan, because even in the toughest workplace accidents, a strong team makes all the difference. And trust me, there's a reason why they're America's largest injury law firm. It's because they fight for the people just like you.
Right. This case, she's saying, listen, y'all got me, okay? My boyfriend lying, the co-defendants lying, the killers lying. They were there. They killed Julio Foolio. However, I didn't know they were going to do it, right? I was there when they linked up. I was there when they called each other. He even used my phone to call one of the killers. However, I did not know what was going on. I was on a weekend
that's
vacation
the only
with
thing. I don't
Stop
know if
it.
that's going.
Get some help.
I don't know if that's going to skate in court, but it could though. It could.
Boyfriend
though.
in Tampa, right? We booked the Airbnb. I was in love, and he just drove me around as he committed, like this murder. But I had no idea. Now listen, a lot of y'all may think this is like, come on, chick, like, cut it out, bro. You were a full participant. But can I say it with an absolute certainty that a jury won't give this any action? I can't, bro. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't. I've seen stranger things happen.
Right. That's
like,
what I'm saying.
come on, Hernandez Govain, young Dolph alleged killer. He beat the case.
Yeah.
And his defense was, hey, I know everybody around me wanted young Dolph dead, right? I know Big Jug was over my crib and, and like one of the killers came over and the killer is claiming that at that meeting, we put the bounty on young Dolph's head. But listen, he lying. I don't know what happened.
Right. Ain't
right?
no evidence.
Y'all have no physical evidence I did this. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
And he beat it. So she may have some action at this.
Yeah.
She says how many rooms? She says 2.
Beat this case, I ain't gonna lie.
Now, there's some assumption on Detective Ramos' side that because Alicia Andrews asked for 2 rooms for this romantic getaway, as he claims it to be, was some indication that she intended for this other group of guys to come to the Airbnb with them. In reality, Miss Andrews and Isaiah Chance were kind of on the outs. Didn't know if they were going to be on the in or the outs. So they got 2 rooms, bigger, more comfortable, some space for this trip that was to be a trip of reckoning and maybe reconciliation. Ultimately, though, Alicia Andrews,
he going kind of crazy.
The friend or follower does not book the Airbnb. Somebody else does. Alicia Andrews did not know that somebody else books the Airbnb. She was out of the loop. Nonetheless, Airbnb booked on the way to Tampa. Isaiah Chance, and you saw the video, before he picks up Alicia Andrews, stops by Sean Gaithwright's house, where he packs up all of these bags.
Oh, this before
Alicia Andrews.
This before they picked the. Oh yeah, she might have a case. I ain't gonna lie. So they got it on video that before they even picked her up, they was packing the gun. So that's even more evidence that she ain't know what was going on.
Never sees what goes into the Impala. She's not a part of that packing process. Not in the loop. Isaiah Chance goes and then picks up Miss Andrews, brings her back to where they packed the bags, and then they head down to Tampa.
When they got to Tampa, the police have a full surveillance on how she earned herself a murder charge. When they got to Tampa, they went to the McDonald's. Now, at the McDonald's, they have footage of Isaiah Chance and her. At the McDonald's, she didn't have on a mask. So the investigators and the detectives believe fully that she knew what was going on because she didn't have a mask at McDonald's. But when they were surveillance, Foolio later that night, when they was going to the club where Foolio was at, looking for him, she had on a mask. When they was...
Stop it. Get some help.
Oh, shit!
Now, they was cooking. I'm not gonna lie. And they just got deep fried. It was sounding real nice. I'm not gonna lie. It was sounding good. You mean? It's not sounding good no more.
Finish him.
Gotcha, bitch.
Following Foolio, she had on a mask the entire time.
In the interrogation room, Detective Ramos tells Alicia Andrews that she must not be wearing a mask at the clubs to conceal, she must be wearing the masks at the club to conceal her identity because she's not wearing the mask at the McDonald's. But the reality is,
That's true.
Alicia Andrews thought that it was just going to be her and her boyfriend.
I'm not Bobo the Fool.
See, he started sounding stupid when he said that one. He sounded stupid when he said that one, though. He said, Alicia Andrews just thought that she was, bro, she got on a ski mask, bro. That's bad. See, I didn't know that. Now that I know that, things have changed, brother.
Fool, you not Bobo the Fool. You know why she had on that mask, bro. She had on that mask to conceal her identity. She knew what was going on. Because if Foolio would have seen her, he would have knew, okay, they got a drop on me. And he not lacking, right? He getting straight to it.
Right.
She knew what she was doing. Now, her defense team, they came with a strategy. Now, they had an explanation for why she had on a mask, just for when they was following Foolio, but ain't have the mask at McDonald's or anywhere else. He says the reason why was because her boyfriend told her, hey, we about to go out to eat. But instead, they linked up with Davion, which is one of the shooters in this case. And when they linked up with Davion hopped in the driver's seat. Chance hopped in the passenger. She was in the back.
She got in the back.
And she was too shy to tell him, man, stop smoking, stop doing this. Because Davion took over the entire scene. Like, he came, hopping the wheel, driving like it's his.
Right.
Moving like it's his, smoking. And she says when she got around other people like Davion, she became shy, so she put on a mask. And when they went to the club, she was shy, so she put on a mask because it was no longer just her and her boyfriend, it was other people around.
No.
That's why she had on a mask. I'm not buying that, not one bit.
Now,
as the story progressed, it gets to, okay, cool. Why was your phone used to locate the killers? They have another creative explanation for that. Hey, Isaiah Chance was on the phone. We don't know what they was talking about with the killers. We don't know what they said with the killers, okay? But whatever Isaiah Chance told the killers, she couldn't decipher it. She didn't know what was going on, all right? Because she couldn't really make out what they was talking about. And y'all don't even know if Isaiah Chance was talking to the killers or if the killers was talking to him.
No reason to wear the health mask, the medical mask then. She didn't know that Davion Murphy was going to bum rush the ride and take control of the driver's seat, let alone did she expect Isaiah Chance to let him do so. So she's caught without her mask unexpectedly. Davion's in the video, you see him smoking.
Okay, was it a Corona mask or was it a ski mask? That changes things too. Because if it was a ski mask,
puffing, and Alicia wants to say something, but she can't. Because she's afraid to say something to this guy who just bogarted the cruise, made her man get in the back seat, and took over. She won't say anything. Not because she was trying to hide herself. She didn't say anything because she was scared. Not because she wanted the guy to smoke in her face, because she was scared. They get back to the Airbnb, and a few hours later, they head out again.
Did the girl come out the second time?
Go to Club Teasers. Now they're in the cruise again, and Isaiah Chance is driving. Now the state asserts that because Isaiah Chance is driving and Alicia Andrews is right next to him while Isaiah Chance is on her phone, Alicia must have heard everything Isaiah said. They got that from Juan Ramos. But that's a bad assumption. Because there's...
Objection to that comment, Your Honor. Is that proper?
Anyway, again, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, this are just the opening statements. The attorneys are telling you what they believe the evidence will be. That's all that it is, their belief. Okay, go ahead.
Damn, these are the opening statements.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's a bad assumption. Because there's no way of knowing. Although the cell phone data shows that that line was open and there was communication between the two phones, there's no way of knowing whether Isaiah Chance was the talker or the listener. And even if Isaiah Chance was the talker, there's no way to know whether he was using explicit language that Alicia Andrews could understand. So when in the interrogation room, Detective Ramos asks Alicia Andrews what Isaiah Chance was saying, and she says, I don't know. It was the truth. She didn't know. And there is no evidence whatsoever to the contrary.
I'm not buying it, not one bit.
I'm not buying it.
But I can't tell you a jury won't buy it.
Right.
Understand, if she was in the car with the actual killers and shooters, the people who hopped out and shot and killed Julio Foolio, there's really no explanation. Rather, you had any hand in it. If you was in the car with the killers, you are also a murderer, right? Like that's just the law, right? If you was in that vehicle, you had a hand in that murder, you're being charged. But she was on the other team, supposedly, right? She was on a team with her boyfriend where they was on surveillance watch. So if she's saying, hey, I was just in the car with my boyfriend, he's the one who called the killers and let them know Julio Foolio dropped. He's the one, not me. I don't know what's going on. Then that's like a different story, right? Like that right there, I don't know. Would a jury convict her of first-degree murder if the police can't really prove that she knew for a fact?
Yeah, that's what it is.
She does have a steep hill to climb trying to explain.
She got to know for a fact that it's going to happen before it happened for her to get found guilty.
Why she was with her boyfriend, mask on, following Foolio around the entire night.
Right.
She got that to explain, but I don't know, man. Y'all let me know in the comment section. What do you?
I don't know. It's barely. I don't know. This just her trial though. This just her trial, and we got, I think, 3 more trials. I don't know if all 4 of the other niggas is co-defendants, but I know the 2 brothers is probably co-defendants. And I think the light-skinned dude and her boyfriend co-defendants too. So we gonna find out. It's just trial day 2. You see what I'm saying? I personally think she cooked. She not going home. Like, that ain't happening. Maybe she cut a deal in the courtroom or something, but I don't think she going to the crib, though. That'd be crazy. And if she do go to the crib, I hope it ain't in Jacksonville, man.